Hello everyone, welcome to Come Sit at My Table and happy Thanksgiving Eve. We have an absolutely delicious dish for you today that is so easy to put together that you can do this at the last minute for your meal tomorrow if you're having Thanksgiving dinner. Now, this recipe is in our cookbook. It's on page 194. It's right here. You can see it's a really short recipe. It only has 4 ingredients, and it goes together in a snap. We are making candied yams. Now, I will tell you that this is my mama's recipe, I guess. I wouldn't even say it's a recipe, but I guess it is. But it's the way my mama always made candied yams.
And we had them year round. We didn't just save it for Thanksgiving.
Well, she had them year round, and we ate with her a lot. She would call us and say, and she knew we were working and we had kids, and she would call and say, hey, I've got dinner almost ready if you want to come eat with me. Well, of course we did.
Our kids would beat us down there.
They would. She just lived 2 doors down from us, and so they would beat us to her house. And a good percentage of the time, we would have candied yams with whatever she had fixed for dinner. She didn't save this for Thanksgiving, but because it is a sweet potato dish, it is absolutely delicious for Thanksgiving. So, if you've got our cookbook, turn to page 194 and you can follow along while we make candied yams. By the way, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. The day after that is Black Friday. If you are considering ordering any of our cookbooks for Christmas gifts, this is the time to do it, just to make sure that our publishing company has time to get them printed and to you. Don't wait too late if you want them. And the reason I mention that is because we've had several people already make comments on our other videos that they are ordering cookbooks for Christmas gifts. So I just wanted to mention that just in case you're interested. Okay, let's talk about what we're going to use to make our candied yams. We're going to start with a 40-ounce can of cut yams or cut sweet potatoes. Now, I know that yams and sweet potatoes aren't exactly the same thing, but most people use those words interchangeably. So just make sure that you either have yams or sweet potatoes. More importantly, make sure that it says they are in syrup. You want to make sure they're in syrup because we are going to use 2/3 of a cup of the syrup that these sweet potatoes are in. We won't use all the syrup in here, but we will use 2/3 of a cup. We're also going to use 2/3 of a cup of light brown sugar. I did not pack that in. I just scooped it and leveled it off pretty much without trying to pack it. So don't pack it in tight. You just want 2/3 of a cup. We're also going to use 1 whole stick of butter that we will melt with that syrup and the brown sugar. And then we're going to use some mini marshmallows at the end to put on top of the candied yams. Now,
You don't have to put the marshmallows on top. But
no, you don't have to, but why wouldn't you?
Can't think of a reason.
They're absolutely delicious on there. So grab a bag of mini marshmallows and put some on there. You don't have to, but you can if you want.
This
Now,
is not the time. Thanksgiving is not the time to be cutting calories.
That's true. Good point. Now, I'm going to open our can of sweet potatoes or yams, and I'm going to measure out 2/3 of a cup. I'll drain the rest of the syrup off of them, and then we'll come back and get our dish put together. Give me just a second. All right, we have our yams drained, so I'm just going to put those right in the 8x8 baking dish, if I can get them all out of there. And we will just make sure those are down in there. All right. Now, we're going to go over and start our syrup, and I'm just going to turn the heat on, put my butter in. Then this is the 2/3 of a cup of syrup that we took off the sweet potatoes. or the yams, and our 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And we're just going to let that come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're going to stay with it. I'm going to just kind of watch it, keep my eye on it, because we want it to thicken. We want it to start to reduce down. I'm going to let it boil at least 3 minutes, but I'll just tell you, the thicker it gets, the better I like it, because it's just really good and coats the sweet potatoes. So at least 3 minutes. I might do it even longer than that, but we'll just let it sit here and start to cook and reduce. We're just pouring the syrup right over the sweet potatoes. And we're going to put them in the oven. If I can, oh, there's my timer. I'm going to try to scrape this out. I don't know if I can do it and hold it. This is pretty heavy, but I'm gonna try because I want all that in there. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, we will not put our marshmallows on until after these have baked. Our oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and they will bake uncovered for about 30 minutes. I am going to take some of this syrup that we just made and spoon over top of the ones that didn't get any on them when I poured it in, just because I want them to be coated with this. And it will hopefully continue to thicken while it bakes. Oh my goodness, these are gonna be so good. I can tell you that when we had this and my dad was alive, he never ate this with his meal, did he, Melissa?
This was always dessert.
It was his dessert. We would hand him the bowl and he would say, no, 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 no. I'll just wait. I'm going to have that for dessert. And I see why. I mean, it is like sweet potato candy. All right, so we're going into the oven, 30 minutes. We'll take them out, put some marshmallows on top, stick them back in for a few minutes and let those melt. In we go. Okay, our sweet potatoes or our yams have been in for about 30 minutes. You can see there's quite a bit of syrup on it, and that's good. Now I'm going to put our marshmallows right on top of this, and you can do it the way you want. Melissa and I do like marshmallows on ours, so I'm putting them on the whole thing.
Not everybody will like marshmallows.
Not everybody will want them. If you have people who do want them and people who don't, you can put it on part of them and leave the other part uncovered. My grandmother always put them on the whole thing, but when my dad was eating with us, we usually would put marshmallows on about half of it or a little better.
Because he wasn't a marshmallow fan.
Well, that, and
He would always put his in a bowl and mash them up.
he did. He would put his his sweet potatoes in a little bowl, mash them with his fork, just like you would have mashed potatoes, but his were mashed sweet potatoes. And then he would spoon that syrup from the bottom over top of them. So you can do it the way you want. If you have people who do want the marshmallows, put them on there. If you have people that don't, leave part of it uncovered. It'll be fine. Okay, we're going back in for about 3 to 5 minutes. You know what? I've decided that's not quite enough. We're going to go back in for about 3 to 5 minutes and let these just start to turn a golden brown. You don't want them to over brown, so you do need to keep an eye on them. Just about 3 to 5 minutes. Our sweet potatoes are out of the oven. The marshmallows look good, but I'm going to make a confession.
They look good this time.
It took 2 tries. I put the marshmallows on and put them in the oven, and I was going to leave it for 3 to 4 minutes, and the marshmallows just melted. I think it's because of the brand of marshmallows I used, because I've never had that problem before. So I just put another layer of marshmallows on. I mean, come on, that's not gonna hurt, right? I put another layer of marshmallows, and this time I put them under the broiler, and they did do better, but still I can tell they are melting quite a bit. So if you have a better quality marshmallow, you can just stick them back in the oven. That's what I always have done. But if you would like, you can put them under your broiler for just a couple of minutes.
I like the way they look brown like this.
Yeah, they're good. It's good. All right, I'm just going to get us a little sample.
And this sets up a whole lot more too, doesn't it?
It will thicken a little as it sits. But my goodness, look at that syrup dripping.
Can definitely see why your dad considered this a dessert.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
I can see why your grandmother just made it whenever she wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah, she had it all the time.
You know.
She did not save this for holidays, let me tell you.
Good for her. Enjoyed it whenever she wanted.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a friend of ours that says, don't save the good china.
That's right.
Because the day may come, you don't get to use it. So use it while you can. That was my grandmother's philosophy with this. All right, babe, you gonna take the first bite?
Yeah, I guess. I'm afraid it might get me, but we'll try it.
I hope not. If it gets you, I won't do it. I'm just gonna tell you, the syrup is what is so good.
That is delicious. Oh, that's so good.
Okay, listen. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. By the way, happy Thanksgiving. If you don't have plans for a sweet potato casserole or some other sweet potato dish, this is the one you want to do.
Quick and easy, that's for sure.
So quick and easy. Yum. All right. We do appreciate you being here. If you would, we would appreciate you going right below this video and clicking the like button. If you haven't before, click that subscribe button. There's a little notification bell beside of it. If you click it and the word all, you'll be subscribed to our channel. It's totally free, and it just subscribes you so that YouTube can send you a notification every time we put up a new video. Remember that right below this video, there's a description box. It's going to say candied sweet potatoes. If you'll click in that box anywhere, it will expand. Melissa always puts the written recipe for you. Right under that recipe, well, under the recipe, you're going to see the word more. If you click it, the box will expand further. Right under the recipe, you're going to find our contact information. If you would like to send us recipes that your family has used for years and years and that are tried and true, we would love to see those and possibly use them on our Sunday subscriber series. Right under that is the link to our cookbook, www.reformationpublishers.com. All you have to do is click that link, or you can type it in the address bar at the top. At the very bottom of the page is a place for you to leave a comment, and we would love to hear from you. We so enjoy your comments. So feel free to go down there and leave us a comment. We do wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, and we want you to remember that you are always welcome to come sit at my table. Have a great day.